Hello and welcome to the channel, it's Erad, and so we got a bit of news today, starting with the roadmap update. We are starting with a new card that has been added, and these are the salvage contracts cover-ups here, where players will be contracted to strip the gang markings of a paint of a ship that was used in a crime that the gang doesn't want to get caught for. Security forces will also be searching for the ship to confirm and prosecute whoever had committed the crime. Next, we've got quite a bit of cards that are confirmed for Star Citizen of a 3.20, and these are the Arena Commander cards, including the front-end update, the new racetracks, the Speedway rework, the new dogfighting map for Jericho Station, the new elimination map around Echo 11, as well as the dogfighting map called the Winner's Circle, and also the new map of Security Post Korea as well, both for FPS and dogfighting. However, one card was taken off the roadmap, and that is the ship trespass. Now, this is what Cloud Imperium Games have to say here. The team is taking additional time with this feature in order to further flesh it out, account for additional edge cases, and solve as many issues as possible. Therefore, they are removing this card from release view temporarily until they add the next major release column, which is probably going to be Star Citizen of a 3.21, right? Or maybe 3.20.1 or 2 or whatever. I guess we will see. But this is not a surprise. There was a little bit of uproar on Spectrum. There's always uproar on Spectrum anyway, but a lot of people were a bit concerned about the fact that, for example, we were no longer being notified when a player was entering our ship who was not in our gang or in our party. Personally, I didn't have any problem with that. This was the case for a very long time back in the old days when people were just sneaking in our ship. I think that we should just be careful when we open and close our doors, right? But it seems that it was quite a problem for some people out there who have been very vocal about it, and that's perhaps the reason why Cloud Imperium have decided to see if they can do something about it. I don't know. If you guys have any idea, let me know in the comment section down below. Did you guys have any problems with the original ship trespass ideas? What would you like CIG to change or modify for ship trespass as well? I would like to know your thoughts on the matter. That's pretty much it for the roadmap. Unfortunately, no news regarding Port Olisar. We're going to have to wait for Inside Star Citizen tomorrow, but we know that Port Olisar apparently in 3.20 is going to get a rework. Finally, it's way overdue, right? So make sure to check out my second channel, Erad Reacts and Plays, because I'll be reacting to Inside Star Citizen tomorrow when we're going to be discovering the new Port Olisar, right? That's really exciting, I think. Next, we've got quite a few things to talk about here, and the first one is a little bit of clarification regarding some of the information that came out of Bar Citizen Hong Kong that we talked about on the channel yesterday. So according to the line that we saw from that Bar Citizen, it was said that Theaters of Wars was shelved, right? Well, it seems like on Spectrum we've got two contradictory answers here. One from Jake Acapella, who says that Theaters of War hasn't been cancelled. Shelved does not mean cancelled. But then Captain Xylo says that Theaters of War was not shelved. So it's very interesting to see that Xylo and Jake are saying two different things here. However, Xylo also replied on Spectrum. He said that the Reddit thread in the reply came from a recap of the Bar Citizen Q&A, which apparently, according to Xylo, had incorrect answers. And this is why, when I reported on that in that video, I did say that you got to take everything with a pinch of salt, right? Xylo continues to say that Theaters of War is being worked on with immediate focus on importing features into Arena Commander, which makes totally sense here, such as, for example, multi-crew spawning and others, which we saw in Inside Star Citizen about last week, I think, right? In July, the team will continue to work on the Theaters of War game mode itself, including bringing the mode back to a playable state. So it's still being worked on, apparently, right? That's something that they're going to be doing next month. And he does say that things can decay when left untouched, of course, because the game moves on, the game gets updates, but if the game modes don't get the same updates as the game, then obviously it's decaying, right? So apparently this is going to be reflected on the roadmap soon. Maybe in 2 weeks. I guess we'll see, right? So that's what we have to say here. Next, we're going to talk about the debacle, perhaps, when it comes to Citizencon tickets, because we all know that those tickets are in limited numbers, right? There's only so many people that can go to the Los Angeles Convention Center out of millions of backers. Unfortunately, I would not be able to go because I live in Taiwan. It's way too far. October is a very busy month for work. For me, I just can't afford to take days off to go to America and go to Citizen because it's just not possible. But if you can go to CitizenCon, then that's awesome, and hope to see maybe some of your pictures of your feedback. Anyway, that being said, it was the usual F5 game to refresh the page and see if you can buy some tickets, and a lot of people apparently had some problems because they had a message telling them that unfortunately they were not able to provide any payment method for their country, and as a result they were not able to buy their Citizencon tickets, or even worse, the premium tickets, which include also an after party with the developers of Cloud Imperial Games after Citizencon. So really feeling terrible for these people who were lucky to have pressed F5 at the right time and be able to pay, and thought that they paid, they thought that they got the tickets, and because of some bugs they ended up having nothing. This is absolutely terrible, and I really hope that Cloud Imperial Games are going to, or at least the customer support are going to go one by one with those people who can prove, of course, that they had this issue here, so that they can eventually get their ticket. If that's the case, also, if you had this issue, I would really love to know what was Cloud Imperial Games eventually response and how they managed the situation. That should be very interesting. Anyway, guys, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget that we got a giveaway this month. We are giving away a Storm, a Lynx, and a Fury as well. If you are a Patreon or a YouTube member, all you have to do is to enter your name on our Discord for automatic entry, and you can also join our video sharing contest for free if you are not. That also helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Irad. Shout out to Dr. Robin Zero Crusher and Glorable Infidel. I will see you guys later.